Was you dancing in the club? I'm like, oh mate. Say you want fall in love? I'm like, oh mate. In the club giving hugs? I'm like, oh mate. Oh mate. I'm like, oh mate.
Yes, people.
I'm Gorygang.
I'm Mr. Has.
And you're officially tuned into
Oh mate.
Step up to the mob, I'm like, oh mate. You really wanna get involved? I'm like, oh mate. You ever see me lose it blood? I'm like, oh mate. Oh mate. I'm like, oh mate.
Yes, people. I'm Gorygang.
I'm Mr. Has.
And you're officially tuned into
Oh mate.
So what's the question?
What's the question? The question is from Susanna here at Lost actually. And the question is, how have you adjusted to life after COVID?
Now, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Now I feel like if we're gonna answer that question, we should speak on how it was during COVID a little bit.
Yeah.
So how was it? How did COVID affect your routine?
So that was an interesting time for me personally.
Yeah.
I didn't mind at first.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mind, like during like lockdown. I mean,
Yeah.
so not necessarily the start of COVID, but the start of lockdown.
Yeah.
I didn't mind. It was quite nice to have time with my partner at the time, my children.
Mm-hmm.
Without like that. It's a bit like a holiday. You go on holiday, you enjoy your time.
Yeah.
But then after a while, it becomes like, okay, I would like routine back.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's like how it was at first, but then it got into a bit where it's like we need to have some space.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, exactly. Oh mate.
Oh mate.
Oh man, like I think COVID was just like, I think it's changed the world in so many ways. It certainly has changed my life. Like I spend a lot of time with myself, a lot of personal growth, and just rethinking things. I think it forced people to spend time with themselves, and there's a lot of things that you might have not picked up when life was like full on, fast paced, and then you get to like come to this place where you need to look at yourself and spend time with yourself and sort out things that needed to be sorted out.
Yeah.
In terms of like sort of work and professional life, I actually I gained more momentum during COVID.
Yeah.
It was during COVID that I released a short film, The Journey of a Lifetime, 2020. I think it was during the lockdown or somewhere there.
Yeah.
And you know what, like the fact that COVID happened gave me that space to be able to like think in, what's the words? I had to become creative. I had to become, I had to improvise during that period. You couldn't perform. You couldn't really do like the things that we do, being artists. So I went into like filmmaking, and now they call me filmmaker. So I was productive.
Yeah, that's good. Filmmaker. Yeah, to be honest with you, so a lot of things went through my head whilst you were speaking there.
Yeah.
But before we get onto that, I just wanted to say that I actually agree with you because, like, so I think, let me say this first of all. There's so many different viewpoints on COVID and lockdown.
Yeah.
Because there are so many different situations, so many different. There are benefits from it, but there are also a lot of negatives from it. So when you were talking about your growth as an artist into a filmmaker and things like that, like that was similar for me in my growth with my social media presence.
Yeah.
Because everyone was at home and they were all on social media.
True.
But I just wanted to say, because you said journey of a lifetime, it kind of reminded me that it was a tough time for people that were on their own, with their own mental health. Very lonely times.
Yeah, definitely. And being someone that has gone through mental health, I've struggled with my mental health in the past. I'm more stable now, and I've sort of got my little formula for it, my little format to manage with my mental health, which is why I decided to tell my story during that period as well. It was so relevant. A lot of people were going through their first, episodes of mental health and things of that nature. So and it felt like, you know what, I can tell my story as well, and you know, this could be like sort of like the silver, like it gives people that hope that if this person can go through so much and make it and stabilize with their mental health, then it's possible. You know, it gives that sort of. I know it also depends on your mental health condition, because every mental health condition is different. But yeah, I felt it relevant to tell that story during that period.
Definitely.
You know?
And I know we're not here necessarily to plug Journey of a Lifetime, but let me just say that Journey of a Lifetime is an incredible story, and this man here he's a strong man. Let me put it that way.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
So another thing is the amount of people that passed away. Like, I know that we vibe, we joke and things, but if we're going to talk about lockdown, we can't talk about lockdown without talking about
all the people who passed away.
All the people that passed away. So, you know, rest in peace to all of them, and prayers to the families who kind of experienced that as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I want to echo that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that was a tough period. Without going into too much detail, you know, like even friends and family and things like that. I actually got diagnosed. I tested positive for COVID. Earlier this year, and you know, it was a bit of a struggle.
Yeah.
Took a couple of months to like fully shake it off, but I'm happy to be among, you know, those who sort of made it through.
Yeah. Can I be honest?
Yeah.
Man, I never got it, bruv.
Yeah, lucky guy.
I never got it. I was like, I must have like dodged it or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know why I didn't get it, but I didn't get it.
Or maybe you just never tested.
No, I tested.
Maybe you just never tested at the right time.
Yeah.
Never know. All those flus and coughs that you used to call me with. I remember them.
Why you gotta say that?
Oh mate. Nah, I'm joking, man. Carry on, crack on.
Yeah, no, but like, to be honest with you, it came out of nowhere, man. And then let me say something.
Yeah.
Let me just say it, all right? This is the Old Mate podcast, man. We got to speak what we're thinking.
Oh mate.
Where's it gone?
Where's COVID gone?
It just disappeared, bruv. It was there for 2 years, and then bang, disappeared, and that's it. And then, like, don't get me wrong, it's important, but then obviously all the news is about Boris Johnson's having that party, which obviously, you know, he shouldn't have done that. But and then the Ukraine war, obviously, which is also a very deep subject, and prayers to those people, prayers to people in Ukraine as well. But my point is that there was no conversation of COVID anymore.
There really isn't. It's like it's gone out the window. But to be honest, like, I don't want to comment on it prematurely because I haven't been paying enough attention to the news, because I know that there's still stuff that's ongoing, just not at the forefront of the media at the moment.
Yeah.
So I don't want to, like, you know, make those who are still going through a real COVID situation feel like insignificant, because I believe people are still being impacted by this. But I get what you mean in terms of like the media and like what's at the forefront. It's almost as if it's just disappeared. Yeah.
Nah, I get your point.
Yeah,
I get your point. I suppose I mean like what's in front of you.
Yeah.
Like it used to be so heavily present with face masks and you know, constant messages about injections and you can't go here, you can't go there, broadcast.
Yeah. I think you know what, like, speaking on like COVID and how it like impacted us, it's like it changed a lot of ways in which we interact with each other. I think a lot of people are still like awkward with human contact. Like one of the most like essential basic like just necessity like needs as humans, that's something that you're being uncomfortable with because of this COVID situation. There's still people that wear masks. There's still people who, you know, really like,
ride bikes,
you know, ride bikes with
riding bikes
with a mask on. out jogging with a mask on, and washing their hands still, and still avoiding that human to human contact.
Yeah.
And it's a weird how that plays into our social settings. It's still quite something to think about.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was weird during COVID when I remember I walked, because I lived near Cowley Road, and I walked into the middle of the road during the lockdown, and you could literally see the whole of Cowley down the road, and there wasn't a soul.
Yeah.
And this would be like during the most busy period of the day.
That's crazy.
It felt really weird.
That's crazy, to be honest with you. And also, so coming off of that as well.
Yeah.
Because you just reminded me that the test centres.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean this respectfully, but the test centres literally look like the apocalypse kind of like segregation zones.
Oh mate.
Like, oh mate. But anyone, like, did you go to one of these test centres?
I didn't.
Okay.
I tested at home when I got, yeah.
They had like the whole thing on, like, basically if you see, like, people know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It was weird, but like to like actually tackle the question that Susanna put forward.
Yeah.
So how was it for you readjusting after that? There's a couple of lockdowns and the whole COVID. How was it readjusting? Like, let's talk professional life. So how was it?
Professional life.
Yeah.
Professional life was it's good in some respects because being able to perform, being able to go like face to face and things like that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I think to be honest with you, with and each person's different, but with a lot of my audience, it's not just in Oxford, it's like worldwide.
Yeah.
So I think it kind of had a little bit of a negative impact because not everybody was at home to kind of look at the stuff online all the time.
I see.
So
you went from an influx of people, paying attention to your content, being active online, to like everyone rushing back into their regular routines and lives,
exactly.
trying to earn, like make money again and like moving forward with their work.
And also, so the money I was making in that time as well was a lot more.
Yeah.
Because people were at home and wanted to be able to do things and grow and take that time to work on their hobby or their craft or their passion.
I get that. It's interesting because that actually played differently for me. Like I went from during the lockdown having so much time in my hands, deciding to create this short film mini documentary about my story, and then obviously had the time to promote it during that period.
Yeah.
Gather that momentum. As soon as the lockdown was over, I was able to like take that a step further and create like a talk show.
Yeah.
And this mental health project that also helps support vulnerable people, fundraising for mental health charities and stuff like that. So that also involved performing. You were there, you performed.
Yeah.
Off the back of that, I had another show in London performing. I've done a few more after that, and just promoting the whole project as a whole.
Yeah.
It's meant that in that respect, it's paid. It's actually worked out for me. Like in that, I don't know.
I feel you. No, I feel you.
So I see how like I find that interesting how it played out differently.
Yeah. But for my mental health, is the best because I could come out, see, like, have that space that I spoke about earlier.
Yeah.
See people, meet up with you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If you come here, have a coffee.
Yeah.
Go to the gym. Mm-hmm. Also, so in some respects, it's been fantastic as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not necessarily a negative of my professional. It's just an adapting. Situation.
Yeah.
If that makes.
It does.
Yeah.
You're making a lot of sense. Bruh. You're hot.
I'm hot.
You're hot. You're hot like a kettle at the back.
Yes.
At a coffee shop.
That's it.
Oh mate. I'm joking.
I am.
But yeah. I think we've pretty much covered.
Yeah.
We've covered everything.
Wait for it. Susanna, are you happy with that answer? Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Love it.
So guys, Please tune in again. Send us questions. And like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think in the comment section. You know, how did it play out for you during COVID? How are you managing afterwards? And this is it. I'm Gorygang.
I'm Mr. Has. Mate.
The way she dancing in the club, I'm like, oh mate. Say you want fall in love, I'm like, oh mate. In the club giving hugs, I'm like, oh mate. Oh mate, I'm like, oh mate. Step up to the mob, I'm like, oh mate. You really want get involved, I'm like, oh mate. You ever see me lose it blood, I'm like, oh mate. Oh mate, I'm like, oh mate.